We really want our clients to be intuitive about their health and really go away and be fearful of the dietary paradigms of the past.
So I don't necessarily, so if I'm going to learn through Insulin IQ, I don't have to measure my portion sizes, I don't have to count calories, I don't have to pay attention to food groupings as much as understanding the basic concepts of insulin and how it's affected by what I eat.
Yeah. I love, the other day we were talking, and there's really 2 rules at Insulin IQ, and that is, if you're hungry, eat.
Well, let me stop before the second rule, because so many programs are about calorie restriction and about being hungry.
Well, that's what I was taught at my education. You know, when I got my undergraduate degree, it was calories in, calories out.
I was taught the same thing. And so being hungry was a natural way of losing weight, which is also not a measure of health.
That's right.
I love that first rule, that if you're hungry, eat. I love that. That is so different than anything I've ever taught as a physician or in any program I've looked into, because being hungry was just, well, you know, you're going to be hungry for a while. So the first rule is if you're hungry, eat. That's easy enough to understand, and that sounds refreshing, actually. Tell me what the second rule is.
The second rule is if you're not hungry, don't eat. Yeah, it's real simple. As you start to implement the IQ, the Insulin IQ program, you're going to be more satiated because your body's simply burning energy from a fuel source that you have plenty of in your body already. We have hundreds of thousands of calories of fat in our body just ready to be turned into ketones. But we've only got maybe 500, 600, 700 calories of carbs, and so we've got to keep on fueling our body with those carbs. But when we become fat adapted, we become satiated, and we're simply not as hungry anymore. And we can go long periods of time without eating and be completely healthy.
And not hungry.
And not be hungry.
So if I understand this right, so my job then is to understand which foods affect my insulin.
That's right.
And if I'm hungry, eat them. And if I want to step outside that, I need to be responsible. And part of the program is, if you want to have grandma's apple pie, have a piece of grandma's apple pie, but understand that you're going to have a big insulin spike, and you get the consequences of that decision.
And some of my clients that are really metabolically sick, that is going to be devastating to them.
Right.
Yeah. A really cool thing, Steve, that we teach at Insulin IQ is that when I've got clients that have lost, you know, a ton of weight, even though we don't talk about weight, they go outside and people recognize this and they see it. And they say, man, how much weight have you lost? And my clients that I train say, I don't know how much weight I've lost, but what I have done is turn my insulin-resistant cells to become more insulin sensitive.
That's
and
awesome.
Like, what does that mean? I mean, what are you talking about?
It's a very different message.
Yeah, they can explain now the diseases that come with insulin resistance. And now, great, I'm glad they feel better, but ultimately we want to help them not get diabetes, not get PCOS, not get cancers, not get Alzheimer's, dementia, and fatty liver disease. These are the things we're really concerned about. And that's what's so great about coming in and joining the Insulin IQ program, is that we get to take you through a series of in-body measurements that's really going to show us whether you're insulin resistant or not. And through some blood work, we'll be able to tell you how you're progressing, whether your visceral fat's dropping, whether you're getting more lean muscle mass, you're more hydrated. Those are effects of health, not weight loss.